Howdy folks, we are starting to get ready for our next event, which is a costume show. So it is the Champions of Champions show for the Cornish Concours Club at Pendarvis. So because we were champion at their show in April, we have to go back and compete to be the ultimate champion. So I guess it's like a supreme championship. But there are like normal classes in the day as well, so we're going to do a couple of those. Going to showcase a new costume, and I think we're going to do it all sideways, so come along and see how it goes. Also, quite enjoying this light. I look quite tanned. Very self-indulgent. Anyway, lots of work to be done, lots of cleaning to be done. I've not cleaned my side saddle stuff since Royal Cornwall. Well, we'll get it clean now. And lots of cleaning to do with Ellie, because Ellie's not been out since Royal Cornwall either, I don't think. No, she has not, so she's probably quite grubby down below. Obviously she gets brushed most days, but yeah. Greys, not the easiest to keep clean, but we've got lots of cleaning products, so better make a start. We're just waiting to have a lesson, and a stride lesson. Not sideways, although we did do some sideways training the other day, so I'll insert that in a minute. Down for extension, wasn't she? I've taken the day off today because I'm just basically really tired. So I've come up here early, and I'm going to do my trimming ready for Sunday, and then tomorrow we'll do all the washing. It's pretty warm. Ellie's obviously really up for it as usual. Anyway, better crack on. Quite challenging actually, clipping legs whilst holding a camera. Probably not advisable. Anyway, I used to do this with scissors, but it is so much easier with clippers now I've got these. Just the livery man, I think they're Novas. Absolute deal breaker. Just on the tail, doesn't look too bad. I don't like to do my trimming too close to the event, just in case I cock it up. So this I don't normally do, but Lucy gave me a fair amount of grief last time when I hadn't done it. And she is going to come and plait for me tomorrow, so do it now so I don't get a slapped wrist. I shall probably concentrate also, so that's it for now. So attractive with your tights on. She's falling asleep now. Top groom is here. Hiding her face. Concentration.
Don't look at the tail, for God's sake.
She's already slated my tail that I did the other day, and she's already slated my fetlock trimming that I did the other day. And she's plaited, but I did do this one.
There isn't much mane to plait with though.
I think they're good.
And can you please add that, you've got a grumpy groom as well.
I don't know, you're not that grumpy. Oh yes, she was supposed to be at the riding club champs, but her horse is being sick note. It's catching. Mine were first and now it's yours.
Yes, very depressing.
She's happy though because she's grooming for me and she loves doing that. You can tell by the smile on her face.
I'm just taking out on the tail at the moment.
Cool. We've got so much tail for you to do that with anyway. Could have been worse. You could have taken it out on the mane.
Just hacking your tail. It'd be easy if you hugged her.
Hog her tail. She does look funny with those tights on. Black tights are a much better colour for you, Ellie. Nice. Now we just hope and pray that you stay clean. Well, the forelock plait has survived the evening, but we do seem to be missing a pair of tights. So, to look for that somewhere. But looks like they're all in, so that's good. And she looks quite clean. I'm just gonna let her chill out really for the next hour before we load up and go. Said pair of tights. So I'm too tight to do Y food and all that sort of stuff. So, yop. Just currently deluding herself that she's going out. Hi. Good girl. Got your equilibrium magnetic booties on. More to keep her legs clean. And a little tail bandage. Hey, we're ready to go. Almost, just waiting for the other half to arrive. Good girl. I'll do another poo now, I expect. Yep. Ah, lovely. So, she wasn't great to load. It took us about 20 to 25 minutes. So we're here later than planned, but we thought that would be okay. And just as well, because I've just looked to see what class they're on, and they're still on in hand. There's 10 in there, and they've not even done their run-ups, and they're literally on the second class, and they started at 10. I think we've got loads of time. Super Groom is here too. Woo! Bored boys.
Sunday walking gang.
Ooh. Would have been better off going up there to like the woody bit, wouldn't they? Bye.
But they're going to go to crack a bit.
So the warm-up arena was on grass, as you can obviously see, but it was rock hard. I literally mostly walked. I did maybe like 30 seconds of trot, and maybe 2 strides of canter on each rein. It was so hard that I genuinely thought I might have lost a shoe because of the clopping. But obviously I hadn't lost a shoe. It's just literally because it was so hard. And we all know that I mollycoddle her because of her arthritis, so I don't like to take any risks. I am currently weighing up whether or not I should go to Oakhampton tomorrow because of the hard ground. Veteran horse life. It's tough.
And here in the pit crew, we have Mr. Harris, Mr. Eustace. How are we feeling, boys, about being here at this lovely show today?
What do you think?
Ben, any comment?
Absolutely.
So this, ladies and gentlemen, is the Brutes pit team, who are looking absolutely thrilled to be here.
So on to our first class, thankfully on a surface. This class was Best Senior Ridden Combination. And I think there were 4 of us in it. Standard Concours format, where you go round as a group in walk and trot. Then you are called into the middle. In this case, it was just called into the middle in any order. And then you will go and do your individual show. If you choose to do canter in your individual show, then you have to be pretty certain you're going to go on the right leg, because you don't actually have to canter. And if you do choose to canter and then you go on the wrong leg, then you get penalised for it. But if you don't canter at all, then you obviously don't get penalised for not cantering. So it's a bit of a risk doing a canter. But I did decide to do one in my individual show because Ellie literally never ever wrong legs it. Usually, anyway. So that's why I decided to do it in this show. And I was pretty happy with how she went. And I actually had breaks, which I was a bit confused about, because the last couple of weeks we've not had any breaks. However, it did kind of progress through the day that I did lose my breaks. So, yeah, anyway. I was really happy with her individual show. I thought she went lovely. Yeah, she went lovely. That's kind of it. She went really well. Really pleased with her. I will leave you with Lucy's expert commentary. I love how her first comment, she says it as if we can hear her.
Need a bit more inner right bend, mate. Coming off that corner. Not that I know anything about side saddle. Nice canter. Nice. And then, good girl. A bit more right there. There we go.
Thank you very much.
Sarah's won it. Sarah's won it. Told you it'd be too.
Very good.
Yeah, look at that. I could be a judge. I'm very surprised at that. see if she has brakes. This should be fun. Whoop whoop. This is fun. She should have cantered.
The lady in second place actually asked me to just trot in my defence. So just having to turn the sound off here as we were doing some serious political national news chat, which obviously isn't really fit for this vlog. Actually, I wasn't indulging in that conversation. I was just filming how sleepy Ellie looked. Bless her. One class in and she's already snoozing. She's such a good girlie. Dream team. Ben, you look so angry. Duke's there somewhere as well.
Sleep.
Ah, sleepings. So this class was a little disappointing as we were the only ones in it. It's a lot of effort to go to a show when you end up being the only one in it. They did publish pre-entries and there was supposed to be more than just myself in it. But, oh well. And as is standard for me, because there was no one else in it, I didn't really try and ride very well. And I also started to lose my brakes at this point. And as you'll see, this is also a new costume. I do think it looks quite nice in the saddle, but I think it needs a bit of tweaking. Particularly, I need to find a different shirt to go under it because the shirt I had didn't really work. And also, you can't really see it, but in the hat band, it's quite a good hat band, but the back bow's got quite a lot of weight to it. So it sort of like bounced off of the back of my riding hat. Because at this show you had to wear riding hats. It was part of the conditions of the venue. And it does kind of bounce off, which obviously like ruins the picture a little bit. So I'm going to have to do some work on that. But we don't have another costume show planned after at Campton for quite a while. So I've got a little bit of time to sort that out. Naturally, I will leave it to the last minute. So anyway, that was our very quick show because there was no one else in it. Didn't really need me to try. That is a bad attitude, isn't it?
More Harry goes.
Poppy spam. Poppy spam.
So, as we had achieved 2 first places, one through genuine merit and one because no one else turned up, we qualified for the championship. So the championship is basically just a walk and trot around as a group. There are 2 people in the middle, but that's because they are juniors. So they just stay out of the way of all the crazy adults, I guess. Once you've done your go around, you all get called into the middle again, any order usually, and then the judge will announce who their champion is to be. Unfortunately, it was not our day this time. However, we did get awarded the best open combination. So I'll take that because I think we're a really good combination. But obviously I'm biased. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Happy with how she went. Happy with how she looked most of the time. She does look so much prettier when she puts her ears forward. And then after this, we had to stay and do the Champions of Champion class because we did get the championship in April. So the Champion of Champions class is like an overall championship where all of the champions come together to compete for like the supreme champion. So the Champion of Champions had a panel of 3 judges, so the other classes only had 1. And apparently we were all scored on individual things. However, I cannot tell you what those things were that we were scored on. But it was a bit odd because the in-hand entries were scored with the ridden entries. So I don't really know how that works. If anyone has any ideas, then please let me know, because I would be interested to know. I don't massively care, but I would be interested to know. It's good to learn. There was a fair bit of awkward waiting around, and I wasn't really sure when I was allowed to go, so I kept looking behind, as you can see. Anyway, we got the approval to go, so you have to do a 2-minute individual show where you must walk away from the judge, so that basically they can check that if you're riding side saddle, check that you are straight, and if you're riding astride, they want your skirt to be lying in the appropriate place on the horse's back. So I did that, and I decided I was going to do a show that included canter. So I always usually do canter because I just think, well, I would do it in a side saddle show, so I'll do it in my costume show. And as I was saying at the beginning, Ellie never wrong legs. Well, on this occasion she did. So I did quickly pull her up and get her going on the correct leg, but obviously it had already been seen by the judges, and as I said earlier, if you decide to canter and you wrong leg it, then you are penalised, so I will have lost points for that. Knowing that it was points scored, as soon as I went on the wrong leg, true to myself, as we know, I'm a very, very low effort equestrian competitor. As soon as I went on the wrong leg, I was basically like, fluff this. So let's just call it a day. But other than the wrong leg, I was really chuffed with how she went, because by the end of all those classes, she was just getting stronger and stronger. She is so fit. My physio came out to her a couple of weeks ago and commented on how fit she was. And someone else, my instructor, commented on how fit she was as well. So to be honest, I think she really does just want to go galloping cross country or galloping across the beach. But she held it together pretty well, to be fair, so I am very pleased with her. It's just a shame that we obviously got that wrong leg. Obviously, we didn't then go on to get to the Champion of Champions due to that. But really happy with her. She is my baby. She can't do any wrong in my eyes, so it doesn't really matter. It's just a frilly rosette at the end of the day, isn't it? Big shout outs to the dream team. Thank you to Lucy for being top groom, and also Steve and Ben for being there and helping out. You guys being there is a massive help, so appreciated as always. And also for the top bants and piss takes. Anyway, that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please follow and give me a like. Over and out for now. Catch you later. Bye.